So personally, I have been on both sides of the coin. I have had a sugar mama, a sugar daddy, and I even had a few tricks. So I'm gonna be sharing some of my stories because I'm telling you, it is not worth the headache. You may say, I'm down bad, I need a coin. I wanna go out, I need some bills paid. Some people can get real crazy over their money. 70 to 80% of the time, it's some bullshit involved. If you run into the wrong trick, sugar mama, sugar daddy, they could literally ruin your entire life and you might end up worse than you already were. Let's take it way back. Because I haven't had a trick in like over a decade because I don't live that life anymore. I'm saved. I gave my life to God. I'm walking on a clear path. I believe in karma. But once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it. Firstly, there are different types of tricks. You have your corporate trick, your hood trick, a trick that might be married that you might not even find out about until after he's already invested. It feels like you have to deal with him even though he didn't even tell you. Then you have the type of trick that is actually broke, but he's still a trick because it's like he doesn't make much money, but he'll give you half of it. I once ran into this guy and he used to take me out to eat a lot. He was in the hood, like making money, but a lot of times when he was bringing me food, he was using his EBT. Did not know that. He was tricking on the budget. Car that he had wasn't even his car. He was making it look real good. So I will say, if you're gonna live that dangerous life, just make sure that it's actually valid, that they even have money. Because that's embarrassing. Then I dated somebody who had a 5-bedroom house. He had 2 cars. He had a real good job. Lived by himself. The nigga was crazy and into all type of weird shit. City girls, down bad. Because they always say, don't fall in love with your trick. You know, don't make him your boyfriend. But me, I wanted to get saved. He was hiding me not only from his baby mama, but he was hiding me from his entire family because he was embarrassed of dealing with the younger girl. I think at the time I was in my early 20s. He was in his late 40s. And the only person that really knew I dealt with him was like 2 of his homeboys. It's like he wanted to flex and be like, look at my young girl. It's like he treated me like a trophy. Everything he did for me, looking back, a lot of it was like beneficial for him. Like, yeah, he would get my hair done. He'd get my nails done, give me money, let me drive his car, we'll go out to eat. But a lot of the things, looking back, it was so that I could look good for when he wanted to flaunt me. He wasn't really investing in my college or my business. Like, and that's what I mean about there's different type of tricks. He had all these kind of issues. He had OCD. He had unhealed trauma from his childhood. He used to always talk about his mom and how they came from the projects. So like when you're dealing with the person who is a so-called chick or sugar mama, there are going to be reasons why they don't deal with people their age or someone of their caliber most of the time. Like, it's something going on. And I know that may sound like, oh, you're just hating on a young girl's game, but I've literally been there. They feel like they have power over you, meaning when he paid my phone bill, when they called, I had to jump up like a fucking dog and perform a trick. It didn't matter if I was praying or on the phone with my mama or whatever I was doing. They expected you to pick up that phone and respond quick with no excuses. And this is back in the day where phone bills didn't even cost that much, right? With nails and hair, wasn't even as expensive as it is now. So I can only imagine how people are acting right now. The crazy thing is, you may feel like, okay, well, if I get caught up with somebody who's crazy, I'm gonna just leave, right? It's not that easy because a lot of times men invest their money because they're looking more at long term. Unless he is married and he has a relationship and he's doing like a 1 or 2 time cheating thing, then maybe you could just take the money, have fun, and scurry off. But most of the time, they're looking for a return on their investment. So if he's bought you your hair, your nails, bought your bag, took you on trips, paid your bills, you can't just ghost him. Like, this man will come hunting your ass down. And you might say, oh, I'm not gonna let him know where I live. It's a small ass world and you never know who that person knows. Men are slick. You never know what they've seen of yours that they haven't said. They never know if they've seen you somewhere, if they've been watching you and they just didn't let you know. You may think you're getting over on somebody, but it's a dangerous game. I remember before, one person, most people would consider him a trick, right? But kind of started turning into my boyfriend. I had that problem back then. I was like a lover girl. I was trying to get saved. So like after I stopped dealing with him, I gave him his phone back. He had bought me a ring, an engagement ring. I gave him the ring back. He had bought me a little necklace, gave him the necklace back. He went crazy. Like, he would not allow me to stop dealing with him. Like, it got extreme. It even got to the point where I was trying to leave and he took my glasses that I had at the time because I'm blind. I can't see. I need my glasses in order to see. He took my glasses, and do you know that he went to the projects, to the J's? Mind you, I don't know nobody over there. It's only his people that I know. And at the time, I didn't have a car, so I had to catch the bus all the way to the projects from the east side to go get my glasses. Because I didn't even have money to replace my glasses at the time, because guess what? My only source of income was from that man. So I went from not even having glasses that he didn't even pay for because he felt like I owed him. When you're taking people's money, they feel like you owe them something. And even after you give them that something, whether y'all agreed upon it or not, some of them feel like you're indebted to them. So I know I talked about the sugar mama, right? You're like, sugar mama, you had a sugar mama? Yes, I did. And she was very sweet. Come to find out, she was 5150. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, she actually took medication. But guess what? I didn't find that out until after she already paid a couple bills. Until after she already had took me on a nice date in Santa Monica. Like, I didn't know that she was certified mental, like nuts. And this is what I mean about be careful who you're dealing with, because she was so clingy. Like, it was kind of scary. Like, are you gonna harm yourself if I leave? Like, are you gonna try to harm me? Like, if you see me with somebody, are you gonna harm them? Had to get away real quick. City Girls is another one that promotes that lifestyle, right? I need you to know right off the bat, if you're getting a trick and you don't have protection, meaning you don't have nobody you can call up if somebody start tripping, or you don't carry that thing on you, you're playing an even more dangerous game. Because then people know, well, she ain't got nobody to call if I start tripping, or she ain't gonna do shit. And that is why I do not encourage that behavior. I encourage that you get your own money, because that's something that no one can take from you. You get your own funyuns, because whatever you build, can't no one take credit for that. So there's this one song by City Girls, and it's called How to Pimp a Nigga. First, you make them think you love them, and then like basically you get his money, right? That is a dangerous game, because some men do not play when it comes to their money. Like, you think that you about to trick this dude, don't let him have a 9 to 5. Like, yeah, some of the guys, sometimes when they're trapping, they don't really care about it was a few $100s, whatever. But if a guy is going to work, waking up at 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. to clock into his 9 to 5, and he's barely paying his bills, you think you're going to come over here, use him for his money, and then go ghost? Most of them are going to have an issue with it. Whether they stalk you online, call your phone 1,000 times, even pop up at your job, then you risk losing your job, or even start acting crazy at your apartment that you had before you even got with them. Now you're risking losing your apartment. You might have to get a restraining order. Don't play with people's money. Don't play with their heart, because things can go left really quick. People are not mentally all there. Back to like the hood tricks, right? Or whatever you want to call it. The thing about that is you could literally end up shot. It's usually a girl that's obsessed and crazy over him because he tricked off so much on her. If they stop dealing with each other, if she sees, she gonna beat your ass. So that's a whole nother thing you gotta worry about. Don't let him have a crazy baby mama. Then on top of that, you might have some type of work in your car. You get pulled over by the police, your ass is going to jail only because you need a couple $100. Now you facing time. He wants you to take the case for him. Now your life is fucked up, you know? Or, you know, y'all going on a trip and he wants you to put some stuff in your vagina. You get caught up, you get hemmed up. You think he's gonna be holding you down? You think he's gonna be writing you, sending you letters? 99.9% of the time, it's a hell no, okay? So I feel like all of them come with different kinds of risks. So I dealt with this Latino man, and I did not know that he was married until after he already gave me like $600 and already took me on multiple dates. The way that it came up that he was married is that it slipped out. We were at dinner and he was venting, and then he brought up his wife. I'm like, wife? And then he's like, yeah, but we're separated. We're separated. Not divorced, meaning he was still married. So me and him never did anything sexual, but I was still concerned because anytime you're dealing with a man who's involved with another woman, you're putting yourself at risk. Sometimes a man can be telling you, yeah, we're separated, but she thinks that they still together or that they worked it out. So yeah, shortly after that, I stopped dealing with him. But even dealing with that specific guy, I remember he did construction. He was just happy to like show me off to his friends, you know, like I felt like a trophy. Like I didn't really talk in their conversations. I didn't really feel comfortable. It kind of gave me the ick too because he was older than me. That's a whole nother thing, is like Looking back about thinking about some of them, it kind of makes my skin crawl. And I think the biggest thing about when you're dealing with somebody who wants to use their money kind of to control you, and that which isn't all tricks. So looking back at people who pretty much use their money to try to lure you in or try to control you, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them really don't have the looks going for them or their personality. It's like something going on, which is why money is their main thing, whether it's ED, erectile dysfunction. Like there's something going on, right? Most of the time, like, hey, you might get lucky. So I was talking to my best friend and I was like, I guess the ideal trick scenario would be if he's DL, like you're his beard, you know? But then it's like, no, that's dangerous, because if he finds out that you found out that he's DL, he may try to get rid of you, like to get rid of you where you're not coming back. But a lot of women would think, oh, well, we don't have to have anything sexual going on. You know, it'll just be trips, trophy, you know, he'll be paying stuff just to keep me around. When it's like, no, he's going to be dealing with men. You're risking your health. Sometimes the male lovers are worse than the female lovers. So I just don't think that there's like an ideal trick scenario. Like there's always something that comes with it. Even some of them that are very nice, looking back, even just going out on a date, it makes my skin crawl even thinking about it. Like you have to fake like you like someone. Like what kind of person are you at the end of the day to really fake like you like someone just to get a coin? I'm not saying to deal with a broke man or woman. I'm not saying that. But just let it be genuine. You know, like I have been in relationships where they were not tricks and I actually liked them. And guess what? They actually did things for me and I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to lie. I didn't have to scheme. They went above and beyond. So I just feel like don't be in it for the money, because when you're in it for the money, you're not really fooling anyone. I mean, a lot of guys too know when they're being used, but they're just using you for what you got in between your legs or codependency or whatever it is to make somebody jealous. Like guys are not dumb. Like I've literally had a guy tell me like, I don't know why you're with me. You know I'm ugly. It's just like guys kind of know when you really like them a lot or when you're just kind of faking it. They know. So when you get money from family, frenemies, a certain client, a trick, you may be signing a deal that's similar to the devil. When people are giving you money, they feel the need to chime in on your business, because once you took that money, once you ask, can I borrow, can I have, you open the door unknowingly to their opinion, to the directions, to them nagging. So if you don't want to hear someone's mouth, don't borrow money, don't ask for money. You should be doing this, you should be doing that. And it's just like, I didn't ask for all of that. Yeah, but you're asking for money. So yeah, if you're considering getting a trick or a sugar mama, sugar daddy, please don't, because it's dangerous and you could end up in a worse situation than you're already in. Do not play with people's money and their heart, because you might end up hemmed up somewhere, in jail, shot, ran over. I'm telling you from experience, from what I've seen and from what I've dealt with, no amount of money is worth your peace. Work on you, work on your business. It's nothing like getting your own money. It's nothing like making your own money. Can't no one take away from you. Can't no one throw that shit in your face over and over. It's just the best feeling, like being independent. Now, if somebody wants to gift you something that you're dealing with, then that's completely different. I'm not saying to deal with someone penniless that's not going to do anything for you, but don't just be in it only for the money. When you have that intent, you're going to attract crazy. You might end up in a worse situation because she done bust out your windows, because he done beat your ass. Like, it is not worth the risk. The way that you feel about yourself after dealing with those men, whether you have relationships or not, it will haunt you. And you're going to be disgusted with yourself. Because you're going to think, damn, like, that's who I am during my dark times. Like, that's what I turn into. That shit is disgusting. Yuck. Yuck. I get yuck even thinking about it. So with that being said, if you have any crazy trick stories, sugar mama stories, sugar daddy stories, leave them down below, because I love to get a good little hee-hee when it's not me. No, you don't. That is not what you want, because it comes with danger, okay? And I guarantee you that Cash Doll is not walking around here without a clink clink. Wait, no, that's not it. Cash Doll is not walking around here without her pew pew, because I'm telling you, people get crazy. They get crazy over their money. So please, if you don't listen to nothing else I ever say, don't play with people's money and their emotions. Too damn hot in LA. See, I'm getting old. I am not no young hoe no more. I can't hang. I need a towel.